Okay, so I don't know how this looks at all, but I wanted to try and record this before the sun went all the way down, your little sunset. It's a little like late for that, like the sun is basically down, but I put in the effort. I tried, damn it. But anyway, so just like not even too long ago, I just like met these dudes at the school when they were fishing. I just had this great interaction with this one dude. He was just like my people, man. It's like I just love having stuff like that. And I was thinking earlier about a lot of different things. First, it was like loneliness, like the idea of being isolated socially and being female deprived, and like how that affects you, like what has your mental state, and how to really, just combat that. And it was like that's like kind of that's not really the main point, but it's like since I thought about it a lot, I'm gonna just make it a little side point to start off with, a little appetizer. So I was just thinking, it's like, okay, you have family, you have friends, you have your little Johns, right? If you're around them 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, it's like, yeah, you love them, your family, but like, you don't realize how much you love them, like, or like how much you appreciate them. Just imagine, something happens, you're plunged in the depths of chaos, the snakes got you, you know. Just imagine, it's like you go to work on yourself. Since you're working on yourself so much, you're kind of in your own like little cocoon, like, how to put a butterfly in a cocoon. You can't see beyond your own thoughts. You're focusing purely on yourself. And you isolate yourself from your people. Eventually you keep working, like you feel this little void. It's like this bitterment, it's like resentment. It's like, yeah, it's like I want to feel that void. Usually you think, you feel that void, a relationship will help or something, but I was doing my bike. I thought I'm opening, trying to steal my bike. But anyway, it's like you think the main thing is like, let me fill back up a relationship. But then, all that. But it's like you think about it, it's like I went on this place where it was like, I was like straight up like alone. It was me and my grandparents. School ended. It was just me and them for like months. And even before that, I didn't really talk to any of my friends like that. And like I kind of started a journey in like April, something like that. Well, I started a journey during school, so I still got to be social. Right? But when this really hit me, it was a summer to be. It was like a month. It was just like grinding on myself. It's like, yo, I really miss my boys. Like, yeah, I was on Xbox 24/7 every day. It's like, they're my homies. I love them, but it's like you don't really realize how much you love them. You love them, like you appreciate them, you value them. It's like I hung out with one of my homies like a couple days ago. It was like a while. It's been months since I seen him in person. Like it's been a minute. It's like, wow, I really love this dude and I love his family and I appreciate these people. Like you don't really realize that when you're under somebody 24/7, like, or you talk to them 24/7, like over the thing. It's like over Xbox. You don't realize how much like you value them as people. And so I was just thinking about that, and it's like I feel like it might suck and you might feel socially isolated and you might get these negative emotions, but it's like also relationships. Before I end it off, it's like for relationships, like, oh yeah, if you're going to a new John 24/7, all up under her, it's like, yeah, you're scared to be alone. It's like if you stop, like you like, you're getting as much women, but you stop and you're like, okay, let me work on myself first, and you get a relationship and she's actually like a really good woman, like you're gonna appreciate her so much more. And like I thought about, it's kind of looked down socially to be lonely. It's like, oh, you ain't got no bitches, like you ain't got no homies, like you lonely, like you probably weird. And like most definitely, if you even have a little bit of people that care about, it's like, yeah, there's a problem. Like you need to go out and like, okay, I'm not calling you anymore. Like get out there, be socialize yourself. But it's like, if you have little people, like you have your little Johns, like you just want to break from all that. It's like I commend that, man, because like it's difficult. Like social isolation, humans were social creatures. It takes a big hit right here to just like be alone. It's like really difficult. It's like, oh, it's always like this alpha male stuff. It's like, oh, alpha male, be alone. It's like, yeah, they're spitting. It's like, yeah, you gotta be alone, like to be alpha male. It's like, yeah, they're right. But it's like, it's more than just that. It's like way more to that. Oh, just be alone. It's like, no, bro, because like it's really difficult being by yourself. You can be the most extroverted, antisocial person. Like you will, even they need somebody. They have their little Discord people they talk to. But yeah, man, it's like the fuck. Oh, it's just a little thing on me. But I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, man, it's really difficult to be alone. Like if you be alone, you go back. And that was kind of my little sub-thought. That was more like, isolation, social isolation. But it was, my main thought I'm thinking right now is motivation. So motivation, everybody's motivated by different things. Also, I'll apologize because the wind's probably making it sound weird. I'm walking around outside I'm not on my own. The video's probably gonna be weird. I'm holding this thing out to talk. I don't know how it's gonna look. And I don't do second takes because I want all my I want everything I want to be recording myself when I'm genuinely speaking. It's if I have to do it again, it's just gonna be fake. So I hope it's at least good. And if it sucks, it sucks. Oh well. Nah, I'm just playing. I really don't care about this. But anyway, my main thing was okay, motivation. Everybody's motivated by different things. The last video I was talking about, I was on that rah-rah stuff, oh yeah, I want to be top 20. I was spitting too, I meant that, I want to be up there. But then I was kind of just thinking, okay, you can't, you need to have discipline, man. Even if you don't want to do something, you need to do it. That's discipline. You need to have that. But it's also another thing to where it's yo, how y'all doing? So it's another thing to where it's yo, man, they didn't even say nothing back. You just stared at me like I'm weird. Damn, I'm not recording y'all. I'm just, whatever, bro. It's whatever. But anyway, I love trying to talk to people, and sometimes it's a lot of things. Actually, if you're scared about getting rejected by a female, just go up and do that, bro. If you just talk to every person you see, you'll get rejected by almost 80% of them. So it just gets you used to that. But I love trying to talk to people anyway. But the main thing I'm trying to say, it's off track, is you need motivation. You need wind under your sails, to push you. You can have discipline, do things you don't want to do, I guess you gotta do them as a man. That's perfectly fine. That's what you should have. But it's you need wind under your sails. Your sailboat is not going to sail just off the ocean. You need wind. So it's okay, what is that wind? And I've been searching, thinking. I found the wind for me was other people. Even when I'm in this state, I'm decent actually. I still have people I talk to and care about, And it's this thing. It's I want to be that. And I do. I genuinely. I mean that from my soul. I want that. And it's okay. But there have been times where it's I try my best. I'm not trying to be hypocrite, but I try my best. But even, it's not even hypocrite. Everyone has the nihilistic thoughts. They come, man. It's you're socially isolated, you're grinding. It's a lot. It's life hits you, and it's this weird stigma. It's oh, stop bitching, stop. Blah, blah. It's that's how dudes really fuck with your shit. Cause you have to. I said complaining. It's complaining isn't all bad. There's a good part of complaining. There was a reason for complaining. So it's yeah, it's I kind of complained a little bit in the last videos. I don't like this, I want to do better. It's I'm making goals to pursue that, and I'm gonna get better, So basically it was just okay. So what motivates me, going back on topic, what motivates me, which I think is people. I'm a big people person. The main thing I got canalized by, it really intrigued me, psychology. That's the whole study of how people operate, how they interact with each other, how the human mind works. That's just, yeah, I'm obviously a people person. I want to know how people work, and I love talking to people. So it's okay. And today, I'm not gonna lie, it's really rough day. The nihilistic thoughts were coming in. I'm still grinding, still doing what I have to do, and it's not going to stop me. But it's just okay. I was thinking, it was damn, I'm gonna keep on and then today I was I wasn't feeling that good. It's I got the motivation I need, because not motivation, it's the discipline. Okay, I'm gonna do what I have to do, I'm gonna record. So it's okay. I go down to where these dudes are fishing. It's yo, I met this one dude, and there were 3 of them. They're all pretty cool dudes. And I met them, I talked to this one dude. It was he was so chill. He had a dope behind name too. Yo, he was really chill. He was my people's man. And he was doing his own thing. He was he posted on Insta, he was making videos and stuff. I'm you were talking about, he was yeah, I kind of thought that. He was you're YouTube. It made me feel a little big, because no, I'm not big at all. I'm at the bottom. But it it was so cool. It's that really just gave me this boost, boom, okay, come on, go, boom. It just, people, I love talking to people. It's yeah, I already know why. It's like, because humans seek validation. Humans love talking about themselves, giving the same stimuli as having sex does. That's a weird ass fact, but it does. Especially for women, they love attention. And yes, so people love being validated, and they love, you know, like talking about themselves and people validating them. Men and women, but women more, as we know. So it's just like, yeah, it's like that really gave me that boost. I feel like it's, for me, it's like a lot of dudes have different motivations. Like, yeah, money, women, It's like, I was talking about all that rah stuff. It's like, you really want to go deep down, like, what really makes you do what you do? It's like, yeah, it's like, you know, a lot of people say, I don't want to, like, you, like, you can call it up, because I'm trying to think of a lot of things I want. I need to take my time, and I'm walking with it. So it's like, okay, I think. So a lot of people have different reasons why they do things they do. I see a really common one. It's like, I don't want to be hurt again. So it's like, build yourself up. Okay. And a lot of people are like, oh, because like, a lot of people are like, oh, this is how I am. So like, a lot of people, money, women, because I don't want to get hurt again, they just love doing what they do so much, they just do it. Like, they don't even have that type of thing. So it's like, everyone's motivated differently. I feel like I'm a people person. Like, yeah, I have my reasons. I was punched into chaos and I'm taking this path. But it's like, what really gets me going is like the people I care about, and like the people that really care for me and take care of me, and just my grandparents, all my homies and the supporters. It's like, it's not much. Like, don't get me twisted. I'm not a million follower influencer. Yeah, I will be one day, mark my words. But right now, it's just like, little people that support me, like, hey, that's dope. Like, even people I just see today, they're like, hey, that's dope. It's like boom. It's like ultimate, like this ultimate stimulant. It's like pre-workout times like a million. It just gives me this boost. It's like, it makes me happy, makes me smile, and I love it. So it's like, I was thinking about like social isolation, like how to kind of cope with that a little bit while you're grinding, because you know you're not gonna be getting much women, you're not gonna be hanging with all your friends because you're probably dopamine detoxing or whatever. You know, you're just trying to get rid of distractions, just study and just work out and stuff. So it's like, yeah. But it just come to like the main antidote to that is probably just motivation, man. Like everyone craves validation. That's probably the main one. I know it's the main one for me. It's like, just like, you know, people. Like, I love talking to people. People are the best, man. People, dudes, women, like they're just the best, bruh. I love talking to them, and just, it's dope, bruh. And like, I was talking to this one person, and that's kind of where I got my social. It was like, oh, isolation, and I kind of thought about COVID a little bit. But it's like, yeah, man, it's dope. People are definitely what motivate me and drive me. And I just want to, like, he even told me, he's like, oh, I could tell, like, you're so open. It's like, that really, like, hurt, like, it made me feel so good, because I've been working on being more empathetic and reading the law of human nature, just being more empathetic, and like learning what empathy is, and just trying to get that connection with people. And the fact we were like on the same level. It was so beautiful, man. It's like, I want that more, and I want more people to experience that. There's a lot of things I want to do. I can say this would be a whole hour long if I just said all the things I want to do and the things I want to, you know, achieve, and just talk about and just be like, yeah. But man, yeah, like life. So it's like, what? That's rule 12. Pet a cat on the street. It's like, yeah, man. Life can be a booch, but it's like, just pet that cat, bro. Just like talk to people. Just, especially when you're on your grind, because I know you're dopamine detox. I know you're like socially isolated, and it's like, yes, like talk to people. Like, don't get inside your head. Don't be like the butterfly in the cocoon. You're not K-Dot. You're not not past your own thoughts. You have to be able to always see the horizon. If you're stuck in your own thoughts, that's when nihilism comes. And I don't care like how built you are. Like, it's a shame to see. Like, I think Hosmer was talking about, I was like, yeah, Chad's killing him. So like, these dudes, they get women, they get all that, but it's like, they still deal with these problems. It's like, it doesn't matter, bro, how big or how rich. I was even talking to this one dude about Michael Jackson. He's really dope too. But it's like, yeah, Michael Jackson, he was like, yeah, no matter how big her sister, you have to be able to see past your own thoughts. Like, if you're in the grind, it gets tough, just go outside, talk to some people, man. Like, that will keep you going. That's what keeps me going. It's like, you have to be able to see the silver line, the horizon. You have to, man. It's like, it's big. Because I remember what I felt. It's like, ooh. But it's like, it's like I want to start talking to people. I see this shit running back, and I keep going, because I can't stop. Like I have to achieve my goal. It's like life or death to me at this point. And that's just, yeah. So yes, see the hill of the horizon. It's okay to isolate yourself a little bit, and trust me, it'll be worthwhile. The people you're around 24/7, they still care for you. Go back to them after you've improved and you've even become smarter and more insightful, more empathetic, even a little bit more attractive. It's like you'll appreciate them so much more, and they'll probably treat you better, and you'll treat them better, because like you realize how much you care about people. So yes. Well, yeah, that might be my best one yet. Like I flew with it. It might be the worst one though, because the wind and the fucking geese and shit. Look at them niggas, but they're too chilling. Like that's not even fucking right. Like these motherfuckers don't give a fuck. I probably shouldn't be cursing that much, but they don't care. They don't. They don't care at all. But that's dope. Pottstown geese. They don't care, man. But that's about it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's it.